Hi, this is Boris. Welcome to another episode of Sketchman Draws. So today I'm going to show you 3 exercises that you can do to improve your ability to draw from imagination. So the first exercise is to look, remember, and then draw. So I have a timer on the side. So we're going to look at this image for 30 seconds. And so don't draw, don't take a screenshot or anything, just look at it. Start with a simple image like this, and I don't know, I like comics and I love storytelling through drawing, so I just chose this because I feel like there's a story behind it. But you can also take a still life. So that's 30 seconds, and then you stop it. So you hide the image, you hide the reference image, and then you do put on a clock. I just selected 2 minutes, and then just draw whatever you remember. Okay, so don't worry about making it look nice. That's why there's a time limit. Just draw as much as you can, as much detail as you can in 2 minutes. And I think you can sort of guess where this is going. So the more you do this, the better you'll be able to basically flex that muscle. That that when people say muscle memory. Well, it's time to put that muscle to the test. Now we can find almost anything on Google image, right? If you want to find out how a stapler looks like, you can just Google, and then there's thousands of images of staplers. But I think it will be really interesting to see if you are able to remember objects on your own, because I think in the long term it will make you a better observer, and then it can in turn improve your visual memory, and then that will in turn improve your drawing. So I think this is what I remember from that image. So again, I'm still cleaning some stuff up because I still have some time left. And there's our 2 minutes, right? So yeah, that's the first exercise. So here's a side-by-side comparison. I seem to have changed the angle a bit. I think the initial reference has a bit more separation between the head and the back, and it's really interesting to see what you can retain within that time. The second exercise is, I don't have a name, I just call it spaghetti. It's to draw random lines and curves, and after that find small drawings within those curves. So I'm going to change I'm just going to put the canvas on full screen, because now that we don't need the timer. So I take a pencil and just do random lines, curves like this. I think that's okay. So now I usually take a marker if I was doing this traditionally. So here I'm using Clip Studio Paint, software which I'm using to draw. I will use like a red ink pen. So again, I'm just going around the paper, and as you can see, I'm turning it around and seeing are there any shapes that I could isolate and try to come up with a drawing in that. And here this sort of looks like a cobra, so I was like, yeah, we can do that. So this, again, what it does is this trains your mind to look at random shapes and then figure out what to do with those lines or those shapes. Like when you look at clouds, the clouds are very random, but our human brain wants it to be a horse, or it just changes it to be something that is not really there actually. But we do need that, because when you're trying to create characters which don't exist before, so in this case we have to draw from imagination, right? Like leaving it up to chance, like to sort of come up with shapes like this, and then finding the drawing can be really helpful. Now, if for character design, if you know, because the character design has to match the personality of the character, and I would say, for example, if it's you'll see at the end of this drawing, I just find a character by mistake, but I just found that character really interesting. Like villains typically have sharp edges, like really, they're very sharp in a way, like with pointy edges, as if like if you touch them you'll get hurt, like. On the other hand, the soft, the good characters, or the cute characters, they are usually fluffy, and then they're like more rounded, so that it feels like you can sort of touch them, you can hold them in your hands. So yeah, I'm just to show you, and this is, I would like to remind you that all these drawing workshops are part of my meetup group. So the link to join the meetup group is in the description below, so you can join that. And these videos are actually summaries of what I taught in those workshops. I will also make other videos that are not related to those workshops, but especially this one is. And also, if you want to stay updated on the videos that I upload, please consider subscribing. And if you like the content, and if you have friends who love drawing and they want to draw, you can share this channel with them. So this is the character I talked about. Like here, there's this shape that I really found interesting, and I was like, did someone create the character like this? And I don't think so, I don't recall. And this was interesting. So again, this is the second exercise where you can sort of just not worry about remembering something. Well, yeah, you do need to remember, like, how am I going to make this look like a person? How am I going to make this look like a whale? And so on. But other than that, it's a pretty fun exercise. And again, I encourage you to try these, several times, like on your own, so that you might be able to improve your ability to come up with things from imagination. The exercise 3 is the automatic drawing. So I think people who watch tutorials might be familiar with automatic drawing. It's basically just a way to meditate and just relax with drawing, and just put marks that you like on the paper, and then put another one that makes sense, and just try to connect them, and sort of try to just I don't want to say fill the paper, because that puts like a pressure, but it's just try to do like curves that you enjoy, like the way your hand, like there's a certain way that the hand moves that is pleasing to you, right? So go for it. And like the whenever I ask, like, oh, do you want to draw, do you want to try to draw, again, my goal is here to demystify the art of drawing. I'm not saying that it's easy to draw, but I'm saying people should try it. I think it will be really a good thing. It's a really good activity, and I want more people to try to learn to draw. Or maybe when you were a child, you were drawing without any judgment, without thinking what the other person would say, and so on. So we kind of lost that. So, and speaking from what my students have told me, they really enjoy these opportunities with the workshops to create the opportunities that these workshops create for them to sort of get back into drawing, or just some people are just starting to draw, or they've not drawn for a long time. And also, when we say oh, I'm not good at drawing, well, drawing is a really big it's just like art, right? Like art is a really big word. First of all, just try putting things down. And I think this point I didn't mention in the tutorial or in the drawing workshop, which is and again, as I'm looking at the picture, your mind turns it into something. So this is turning into like a mech ego of some sorts, which I really, in a way, like. So I was just going to say, when people say you're drawing from imagination and you're staring at the blank page and you're saying, I don't know what to draw, well, of course you don't know how to draw. So what you need to do is to start putting marks there, and then those marks will inspire you to draw other marks, and then there will be this communication. You need to have this conversation with your drawing, and your drawing will tell you where to go, what to do. So listen to that. It's like listening to your inner voice, which we don't do a lot, in my opinion, because we spend a lot of we get bombarded with information. So we are listening to other people's voices, and we forget to listen to our own. So, and I think it's important. So, so those are the 3 exercises that I wanted to show you today to improve your ability to draw from imagination. So if you have any questions or any comments or any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, please like, share and subscribe. This is Boris for Sketchman Draws, signing off.